Clever Grip. The Clever Grip is only $24.95, so you can get it for $14.95 with a brand new HSN credit card. What is Clever Grip? A lot of us have cell phones. Most every one of you out there has a cell phone, maybe two, right? Family has them. You got one, one, you got it for your kids, all that stuff. And you're looking for a place to put it in your car without having to install something, without taking up your cup holder, all that different stuff. And you want it to be easy. Well, that's what Clever Grip is. That's why it's clever. It's the name of the show. Now that's clever. We used to do this in a 2-pack, sold out every time. We're doing a 4-pack today because we figure a lot of people have more than one car, and you have a driver and a passenger, and all you need to do with these, it's the simplest thing you've ever seen. There's a little clip on the back right there. I think you can see that if you come in close. There's a little clip. That actually goes right into your AC heat vent, and then you have a stretchy clip on the other side, so all you do is pop your phone in. Everybody that orders is gonna get 4 of these today. It is still 5 flex on everything, but I think that's the last day that we're doing 5 flex on everything. Let me bring in my first guest, Mr. Lou Caputo. Hi, bud.
Hey, bud, how are you?
So Lou has been with us for like, I don't know, 48 years or something like that.
Right.
Lou was in law enforcement before he did all this stuff. Lou knows a lot about being safe on the road. And I always say, don't be fumbling around with your phone, especially if you're using it as a GPS. Just pop it up in front.
Exactly.
Right in the vent, you're good to go.
No, and that's the thing about this is that, you hit the nail on the head when you said everybody has phones. Everybody has cars, okay?
Yes.
But here's the problem. It's like oil and vinegar. Those two things do not mix necessarily, okay? So when you're on the road, you don't want to be doing this while you're driving. Let's say you're using your phone for your GPS. You don't want to be doing this. One hand on the wheel, one hand trying to look at your phone. That is incredibly dangerous. A lot of states out there won't let you attach something to the windshield of your car because it's blocking your view, and you can actually get a ticket for that. And that's why the Clever Grip is such a great solution, because I can take any size cell phone, literally put it in here just like that. It holds it in there tightly. It holds in there securely. It's not going to go anywhere. Now, I know cell phones are crazy expensive now, Guy. That's why this has the rubber grips on the side of it, so it's not going to damage your phone, but it is going to hold it securely. Then on the back of it right there, you can see those are the fins that are going to grab your air conditioning vent. I don't care what shape, what size, whatever kind they are. You just slide it right on there. Front seat and back seat, okay? Now, and I'll tell you why that's important in a second. You can also rotate this 90 degrees. So let's say that in some things you're doing, you want this to have it, like for instance, if you're reading the maps, you might want to have it in this, aspect ratio. If you do it this way, you want to have it this way, horizontal, vertical, landscape, portrait, whatever you want. So you can put it both ways. So I think that's very important as well. So I mentioned the back seat of the car, okay? And the reason for that is if you're on a road trip and you got kids and they want to watch a movie while they're driving, cell phones are so big right now, put one in the vent in the back, let them sit there, Guy, and let them watch it. So you're getting 4 of these, and the price is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, yeah, and the one that goes in the cup is not going to work in the back seat.
Exactly. No, they will, or the one on the windshield, because they're going to be like looking like this, like they can't see it. They can have it right there. Let me show everybody the installation real quick, okay?
Watch how easy this is.
Yeah, watch this. All right, so I'm going to pull this one off right here just so you can see how this goes on. So yeah, there's a vent right there. I'm going to pick the spot where I want to put it. So let's say I want to put it right about there, okay? So I'm going to push this in just like that, and all I've got to do is take the phone and just slide it in, and that's it. And what's neat about this is that you're going to actually use this every single time. Like the ones that go on the windshield and stuff. I don't want people to know that I've got a cell phone in the car. I don't want them to see anything. I want it to be something I can put in, I can take down very quickly.
Yeah, it keeps your phone nice and cool.
Absolutely. No, it does. Actually, it really does.
I mean, think about it. How many times has your phone overheated in your car and it sits right in front of the AC or the heat, in which case, whatever you want to do. Everybody gets 4 of these. We've got it on FlexPay. It's only $4.99. They come individually boxed. So if you want to give them as a gift to somebody, they're perfect for that as well. And again, you're not taking up space in your cup holder, because I want stuff in my, especially when I got somebody with me. I have one cup holder blocked, and so somebody has to hold their coffee.
I got my coffee in there. I got my keys in there. I got all kinds of stuff in there. But you know what? Here's the thing about this, too, and I love it. It's not just for the car, because you can literally take this anywhere you go. And what I mean by that is, if you're traveling by plane, like when you get on the plane and they want to sell you the headset so you can watch the movies, and you got movies on your phone, you've got entertainment on your phone. If you've got the Wi-Fi, you're good to go. Take a look at what I did right here, because this is actually one of the cool things about this. I actually took one of the Clever Grips. I got it over here. There you go. I got one of the Clever Grips over here, and I want you to see, I took a credit card and stuck it in the back of it, and you use it as a phone stand. So this also applies if you're like looking at a recipe or something in the kitchen. Or let's say you're staying in a hotel and you want to use it as your alarm clock, your phone as your alarm clock. You can absolutely do that as well just by taking the credit card or your room key, stick it in the back like this, and look how easy that it is to do. Now you've got that sitting at your bedside table too, or the tray table for the plane.
You get 4, so think about, okay, I've got 2 cars, or you can give it, if you got kids or grandkids or whatever. I love it because I think, honestly, it keeps your phone in one spot.
Yes.
And I also think you will be less likely to forget or lose your phone.
Correct.
When you always know where it is. A lot of times you stick it to the side, it goes down under the seat.
That's right.
And don't tell me that it doesn't happen to you, because it's happened to me 2 or 3 times, right? Over the course of 5 or 10 years, you're like, where's my phone? Somebody call me. And it's under the seat.
Somebody call me.
Yeah, somebody call me. If you're alone, that doesn't work.
Right.
So you're able to put this in any vent, so you can actually position it, because most cars have 6 to 8 vents in them. That's just in the front seat. You can position it wherever you want. And then, to Lou's earlier point, you can rotate it into whatever direction and angle it any way that you really want to. So now, when you're using it as a GPS, or you're talking to somebody, you never want to have your phone in your hand.
No.
Ever.
It's against the law. It's in almost every state I can think of.
I think it started in like Vermont. I think Vermont was one of the first states that did it.
Yes.
That said you can't even be talking on your phone.
Yeah.
Because you're usually holding
In New York, there's a lot of states. Even in Florida now, you can't stop somebody just for that. But if you do stop them and they're talking on their phone, that's a ticket for sure. And it's a per se ticket. It means you just got to do it. But one of the things I love about this too is that you're not taking your eyes off the road. Okay.
Right.
And I'm talking about if you are a lot of people use their streaming services to listen to music in their car with their Bluetooth. Okay. There's nothing worse than looking down at the radio and spending a lot of time like that. Whereas you can just give it a little glance and a little glance and a little glance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To see this, because the vent is in a much better spot than where the stereos are.
It's such a smart idea when you think about it. Somebody was sitting there one day and they're like, you know what? There's little railings on my, where my vents come out. What a perfect place to put your phone. And what's nice too is
it's secure.
There's no like, connecting it, disconnecting it, screwing it in, dealing with any of that. You literally pop it in and put your phone on.
Great for rental cars.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because look at the size of them.
Well, yeah, I just throw it in my pocket. Yep.
That's it.
I'm going to Tucson in a few weeks with Jay King. Boom.
Take it with you. You get 4. Give them away. Use them in all your cars. Have one on each side.
Look at that.
So you can always be in the know, whatever's on your phone. 865-261 is the item number. Brand new here in a 4-pack. If you'd like to order it, it's $24.95 on sale today. And you can see what if purchased separately, is like $70.
Yeah.
Fantastic, Lou.
You're welcome.
Thank you, buddy.
Yep. You got it.
I want to remind you to make sure you sign up for texts and emails. You can get 15% off you can get 15% off anything you pick up.